One question I get a lot is how much do you actually need to spend to get a home on Smith Lake, and what are you going to get for the money? And if you haven't done some research on Smith Lake lately, you may be shocked at the answers that you're about to get. You're going to find a variety of price points on the lake, but the one you really might want may not be what you can actually afford. I'm Lkilpatrick, your local Smith Lake specialist and realtor. And today I want to give you actual examples of listings that are currently available on Smith Lake to show you exactly what you get depending upon the budget that you have. So let's take a look at what you get at 3 different price points on Smith Lake. So let's start with the kind of entry-level price point for Smith Lake. So years ago, you could actually get a house, and I mean like a decent house, for under $500,000. But today, $500,000 is kind of the entry-level price point for Smith Lake if you want something halfway decent. So let's take a look at what you get at this price point. And just to show you how much demand there is at this price point, there are only currently 12 homes available at the time of filming this video throughout all 3 counties that cover Smith Lake. You're going to find some homes that are under $500,000, but those homes are going to be older, total remodels, manufactured homes, or have seasonal water. So those are typically just not ideal for what most Smith Lake customers are looking for. So let's talk about things that you're probably not going to find in this $500,000 price point. More than likely, the homes in this price point are not going to be on big bodies of water or a main channel where the deep water is and have those big water views. They're probably going to be tucked away in a slough or a branch off the main body of water somewhere. And the water may be seasonal, meaning in the winter months when our water levels are down, you may or may not have water under your dock. Or it may be very shallow with only a few feet of water. Now, in the summer months when the lake is at its fullest point, you may have 15 or more feet. Just know that you may experience that 15-foot fluctuation. Most of the homes in this price point are also going to have dated docks or small swim platforms or no dock at all. So just keep in mind, if $500,000 is your budget, there are homes available in that price range. However, you're going to have a trade-off in the list of wants in your lake home. If you want deep year-round water with a dock and a decent view, you're going to have to increase that budget. So let's take a look at a few of the available listings in this price point. Okay, so this home is listed for $499 and has a great view overlooking the Rock Creek section of Smith Lake. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and has a little over 2,400 square feet. It's a great home and even has 120 feet of waterfront shoreline and deep year-round water. However, the walk to the water is very steep. And while a boathouse is attainable through an Alabama Power Shoreline approved permit, there currently isn't a dock attached to this property. So if this is at the top of your budget, just keep in mind the extra expense that you'll incur building all those steps to the water and the expense of the boat dock itself. This home is listed at $499 as well and is in a great condition and it's well maintained. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a finished basement and extra living space and has a 2-car detached garage. It also has 114 feet of waterfront, but you can also see that this water is going to be seasonal. At the time this home was listed, the water had already dropped to the winter pool levels, so you can tell that this is not very deep under the dock, and the slough is also very narrow. So the dock is dated wooden dock with a short walkway, and given the small slough, you more than likely wouldn't be able to acquire a permit for a dock any larger than what is already there. This home just hit the market and more than likely will probably be gone by the time this video is published. It's currently listed at $349 and it's located close to the interstate in Cullman County. It's a rarely available area and it's a great location, but like I mentioned, there's a few trade-offs. The home itself is only a 2-bedroom, 1-bath with 960 square feet. And as you can tell, the dock is older and tucked in a slough off of the main body of water. So, as you can see, at this price point, there are trade-offs. While there are nice homes available, they may not have a dock, you may not have a view, or the home may be really small. Also, it's worth mentioning, if you're looking in this price point and you do find a good home with a dock on year-round deep water, it's more than likely going to sell very quickly and be very competitive. It may even sell over list price because, remember, this price range is very competitive and there's only 12 homes currently even available at the time of this recording. So let's take a look at what you get when you bump up the budget to like $750. You're definitely going to get some more options. So some of these homes range between like $500,000 to $750,000, but most of them are going to be great homes with more space, have great water, and a dock. A lot of the homes in this price range are going to be built in the 90s and probably have to have some moderate updates. Some of these homes are still rocking some colorful carpet and gold fixtures, but you know, as we say in real estate, there's so much potential. So let's take a look at a few homes in this price range. Okay, so this home is listed at $729,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, cottage-style home with an easy walk to the water and a 2-slip covered boathouse on deep year-round water. While the kitchen looks like it has been recently updated with some newer cabinetry, countertops, and appliances, there are still other areas of this home that are a little dated. And this home is in a slough, not on the main body of water. But the slough is a great size that should allow for plenty of space for boat traffic. This home is listed for $699,000. It's newly renovated and is on the highly desirable Simpson Creek branch of Smith Lake. It's a great location and has year-round water and a single-slip covered boathouse. The home itself is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, but as you can see, it is on the small side if you're planning to entertain friends and family. It's only 1,540 square feet. There's a gentle walk to the water, but again, you are in a smaller slough off of the main body of water, so you're not going to have those big water views of the lake. This home is listed for $689,900, and it's also in a great location for people commuting and has great water and a beautiful view. The home is a cottage-style home. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and also has a single-slip aluminum boathouse. But as you can see in the pictures, parts of this home have been updated while others have been left for the new owners to tackle. This is still a great home, but if your budget is close to $750,000, this may not leave room for any immediate remodels that you may want to do. So as you can see in this price range, homes typically sit on year-round deep water, but there are still some trade-offs like upgrading portions of the home, whether that be the kitchen, bathrooms, or maybe just some paint and fixtures here and there. Finding a great home in this price range is also pretty competitive for buyers looking on Smith Lake. There's currently only 15 homes available between $500,000 and $750,000 at the time of this recording. And when a great home comes available with minimal updates needed in this price range, they do sell quickly. Now let's take a look at what you get when you get to that $1 million price point. Obviously, with more money, you get more options, and specifically, you have about 29 listings currently available on Smith Lake. Although the highest listed home currently available on Smith Lake is listed at $2.7 million. But for now, let's just focus on that $1 million price point. And obviously, in this price range, there are going to be a lot less compromises to be made when it comes to finding your ideal lake home. All of these homes are going to have their own dock on deep year-round water and have lots of square footage and features in the home itself. So let's look at what $1 million gets you on Smith Lake. All right, so let's start a little lower than $1 million and work our way up. Let's start with this home listed at $899,900. One thing you're probably going to notice as we look in this higher price point is these homes are not going to be your typical $1 million price point home, or what you would think you would get for $1 million, at least in my opinion. Obviously, in this price point, you're going to get a better location, more upgrades, a great dock, and hopefully a better walk to the water. So this home at $899, you're going to find that this house is very nice in and of itself, but it's probably not exactly what you would think you would get for $900,000 on the lake. It's important to keep in mind that what you're purchasing here is that big water view, those deep waters and that walk to the dock. If you picked this house up and moved it away from the lake, it would definitely not hold the same value. But the square footage, the main body of water, the big view, that's what's giving this home its price point. Now, this home is listed at $1.3 million and has completely been renovated inside and out with a new paint scheme, updated countertops, renovated master bath, shiplap walls, gas cooktop, dozens of new light fixtures, and so much more. It's in the gated subdivision of Lakeshore West and sits on the main channel of Smith Lake with gorgeous big water views. You won't have to make as many sacrifices with a higher budget, but like I tell all of my clients, when you're buying an existing home, there is no such thing as the perfect home. Even in the $1 million price point, there are going to be compromises to be made. You're never going to be able to find something that checks off all of the boxes that you want. You have to keep in mind, Smith Lake just celebrated its 60th birthday this past year, so there's a lot of homes on this lake that were built in the 80s and 90s. And at a $1 million price point, a good number of those homes were built, 20, 30 years ago, and they may need updating. So even if you had an unlimited budget, there's only so much waterfront land available on Smith Lake. So sometimes you just have to make the best of the house that you can get to make your own renovations that do check all of your boxes. At the end of the day, despite your budget, you may have to be a little bit more flexible when looking for a home on Smith Lake. But trust me, it is so worth it. The views are gorgeous, and there's nothing better than a sunset cruise to end a warm summer day, or a day spent tubing and skiing with friends and family. The sense of community you have being a part of this lake family is unlike any other that I've ever seen. So if you're ready to start your home search here on Smith Lake, I would love to help you. As you can see, there's lots to consider when finding the perfect lake home. So no matter the budget, it's so important to work with an agent who knows the lake well. So feel free to reach out to me. You can find my contact information in the description below. I'd love to help you find your perfect Smith Lake home. And if you're looking for more info on Smith Lake, be sure to check out this video right here.